Imagine this. You're on your deathbed, surrounded by faded memories, not of epic adventures or bold risks, but of endless commutes, mindless scrolling, and that nagging whisper, what if? What if you'd chased that dream instead of settling for good enough? This isn't just a nightmare, it's the reality for millions who pay the ultimate price for staying average. Today, we're diving into the hidden costs of mediocrity, backed by hard science and stats. But more than that, it's a wake-up call to your soul. Because average isn't just boring, it's deadly. Let me tell you about Sarah. She was like so many of us, a steady job, Netflix binges, weekends blending into one. At 45, a heart scare hit. Doctors said her sedentary life was killing her slowly. But the real pain, looking in the mirror and realizing she'd traded her passion for painting for stability, tears streamed as she confessed, "I feel like I've been sleepwalking through life." Sarah's story isn't unique. Cliff's the emotional toll of average, the quiet regret that gnaws at your heart until it's too late. First, the financial cost. Staying average in your career isn't just stagnant, it's a thief. Studies showed job stress from unfulfilling work costs us companies over $300 billion a year in health issues, absenteeism, and poor performance. That's right, 40% of job turnover stems from this stress, and healthcare costs are 50% higher for those buried in it. Employees lose an average of 3 hours a week to financial worries, adding up to 39 lost productive days annually. Low-age workers, only 13% are financially healthy, with 60% unable to cover 3 months of expenses, and delaying retirement due to financial strain. It tacks on $50,000 in costs per person. Imagine, by not pushing for that promotion or side hustle, you're not just earning less, you're eroding your future wealth. Now, the health toll. Our average sedentary lifestyle is a silent killer. Globally, 31% of adults, that's 1.8 billion people, aren't active enough, and that number is up 5% since 2010. This inactivity causes 3.2 million deaths every single year, ranking as the 4th leading risk factor for mortality worldwide. In the US, adults sit 9.5 hours a day on average, and sitting over 8 hours daily spikes your death risk, equivalent to obesity or smoking. It fuels cardiovascular disease, with 35% of heart disease deaths linked to inactivity. It fuels type 2 diabetes, cancers like breast and colon, and even dementia. A 2024 study found that sitting at work raises your cardiovascular death risk by 34%. Your body craves movement, ignore it, and you're gambling with your life. But the deepest wound, it's the psychological cost of not growing. Research from self-determination theory shows that sacrificing your basic needs for a safe career leads to burnout, rumination, and intensified negative emotions like anxiety and depression. When you avoid discomfort, skipping that class, ignoring that inner voice, you miss growth. Studies link goal failure to chronic distress, rumination prolonged sadness, turning acute pain into lifelong regret. And at life's end, a palliative nurse named Bronnie Ware documented the top regrets of the dying. Number 1. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. This was followed by working too hard, not expressing feelings, losing touch with friends, and denying themselves happiness. These aren't abstract regrets, they're the echoes of average lives unlived. Friends, staying average isn't free. It's a compound debt, financial ruin, broken health, a shattered spirit. But here's the hope. Science says embracing discomfort is what motivates growth. Just 10 more minutes of activity daily could prevent 110,000 deaths in the US every year. Start small, walk that extra mile, chase that side project, reconnect with a friend. Your future self is begging you, don't pay the cost. Rise above average. Live boldly, because in the end, the real tragedy isn't dying, it's never truly living. What's your first step today? Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, please consider following,